Hello and welcome to episode 80. That means I've done 80 YouTube videos of copper wire rolling ball sculptures, kinetic art, that kind of thing, and you're all very, very welcome here. I also noticed I've got 7,000 and something subscribers, which is quite incredible. So if you're watching this in the future and I've got loads more, then it's going well, and if you're watching this in the future and I've got loads less, then something's gone wrong and I'm not doing so good. So thank you for subscribing, thank you for joining me on this very weird niche corner of the internet that I inhabit. Now, I don't actually know what this episode is about right now because I haven't decided, but you guys do, because I've already edited this video, put it on the internet, made a thumbnail, given it a title, and you have clicked on it. So I think it's going to be one of these three things. Option one is I take the ball out of this ball trap and send it around doing something on some kind of copper track system, obviously. So that's option one. Option two is I take the ball out of this side of the switch and turn it around, and this is probably where the serpentine will be, and I'll make the serpentine that comes along this way, and that'll be lovely. Or option three, I start to build from the bottom up. This loading system doesn't always work, so I need to make this a bit better, and then starting to build up. I'm probably going to end the sculpture with a large oval shaped spiral. So by building that from the bottom up, I can then start to attack from the top down as well, and kind of squash the unfinished bit in the middle until it's just kind of all magically done. So there we go, there's your three options on the screen. Option 1, 2 or 3, I decide, and yeah, and you'll see me do it, whichever it is. So wish me luck, here we go. Right, that's what I got so far. So yeah, I started kind of not at the maximum size and decided to wind this one down, and luckily I remembered I needed another exit for the track, so that's this one here. Other than that, it's made all of one piece, and it will get a bit longer. I think I will maybe do another whole turn, maybe 2 turns. Got to get all the angles right so it can go around at speed. And I've also got to be aware that 3 balls will be arriving at once, because the ball gatherer will feed into this, and it needs to be strong enough to hold all 3 balls. So that's why there's lots and lots and lots of these little track spaces that I've done. Right, let's see how it looks inside the sculpture. Right, I can't actually fit it all in at the moment because I've got this long bit coming here, so I can't get it in the right way, but I can put it in back to front. So pretending that the exit comes this way. And things I've got to watch is coming beyond this white line here, which is where the glass comes. I've got to get the ball and the pusher up past those. So it might end up actually that this is on the angle, but I do kind of want it this way, so it might end up a bit higher. But I'm going to do another whole wrap and see how that goes. So that's as big as I can actually make the oval. I can't make it any bigger because it's now touching the back on this side, and if I bring it forward a little bit it will go wider than I'm allowed because I can't get any more than this line here. So I'm now going to look at how can I get the feed out to join the feed in for the pickup point down here. Now I don't like this 90-degree bend, it's not working very well, so I'm going to cut this track spacer and play with these two bits of wires in a way that they come out in a really nice way and join onto here. And that will kind of set the position exactly of where I want the oval to be. It'll probably be slightly forward so that the balls don't touch the wood at the back over here. And that will also set the height, so the speed of the balls entering here is nice. So once I've got the height set and the position set, I can actually firmly put the oval in place. Okay, that was what I needed to make, and that is what I have made. So that little bit of track will work really nicely when it goes into here. I'm trying to get the oval positioned centrally so it's in the middle of the whole thing, because I think that's quite nice. I'm trying to get it as low as possible and still be able to get the balls up there at the back. So by getting it low, that means I can have lots more track in the upper section of the whole thing. So looking good. I need to clean that up and get it in. Right, so I've joined this onto this, and let's see if it will work first time. Yay, kind of. I think it skipped a beat, but that's okay because it's not really attached. So, oh, does this move? Does this... Let me just make sure that it's going to be fine. I think it is. Oops, don't move that. Whoop, it's all going to fall over. Yep, I think that's going to be fine. I'm just putting these bumper side rails on. This is the left hand one and there'll be a right hand one here. And this will keep the balls on the track whilst they're waiting to be loaded. Sometimes they've been falling off to the right and left when the first ball gets picked up by the pusher. And also sometimes 3 will be arriving at the same time, and that's quite a force, and I don't want them ever to fall off to the left or right. So quite unusually for me, I'm using these circular track spacers, and once I've got the side rails on, I'll just cut the tops off here. So they will be semicircular, but I don't always like having these 3rd or 4th rails for safety features. I like to do everything minimalistically and just have the balls balanced on top. But I think in the case of the loading shoot, I can make an exception because it's really important that the balls stay on the sculpture at all times. So I'm just working out exactly how to place this in and attach it. I think I'm going to put a piece of copper coming from the back that goes underneath and comes up onto this one. This side here can be attached to this vertical here, so that's that. And I think the 3rd point of attachment needs to be in the middle of this circle. And I could have a track support going on to this side and this side. Now, I don't really want a long vertical that goes all the way up because I think it's going to be in the way for future things. But it might be really useful if I put one in. So if I do put one in right now, I'll put it here, and then I can always cut it down in the future if it's in the way, or do something a bit more clever with it. So I'm going to drill a hole here, I think, put the vertical in, and then I can attach this onto the vertical. So I got this one in here and I got one in at the back, and I'm just working out what angle to have this at to make sure that all the balls automatically feed in. So I'm going to stack it up for the balls and check that it all still works. Right, let's do some running. There's two in the way. That's a bit of a problem. So it looks like this isn't quite working here. Let's make it a tiny bit higher. I think what the problem is there's a lumpy solder joint here. I might have a fiddle on that one. Yeah, it's catching on that solder joint. Never mind. The good news is it looks like it's all loading okay. This left-hand track buffer here is actually doing its job, and every single ball that gets pushed is bumping into this one by that in the second position. So that's good. I'm glad I've done that. So I'm going to choose a height. I'm going to sort that solder joint out, put those last couple of track supports on, and see how it goes. So if you did say option 3, build an oval spiral from the bottom up, then congratulations, you are this week's winner. There's probably plenty of you, and thanks for playing along. Next time I will probably do the serpentine, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the next episode of Copper Gravity Rolling Ball Sculptures. Bye!